Have you ever thought you were too smart to be tricked? Guess what? Intelligent people are actually some of the easiest to manipulate. That's not an insult. It's just how our brains work sometimes. And if you've ever wondered why, you're about to find out. One big reason smart people get manipulated is that they trust their own thinking so much. They're great at weighing options, thinking things through, and making logical decisions. Usually, that's a superpower, but it can also become a blind spot. A manipulator won't argue with your logic directly. They give you just the right pieces of information and little emotional hints. Your brain takes those pieces and builds a logical conclusion all on its own. You feel like you figured it out, but really, the thought started somewhere else. It's kind of like being a master chef. You know how to cook anything perfectly, but what if someone handed you bad ingredients? You'd still follow the recipe flawlessly. The dish looks fine, maybe even tastes fine, but deep down, something is off. Your brain focuses on how it's reasoning, not what it's reasoning with. That's where manipulation slips in quietly and almost invisible. Sound familiar? Ever trusted your gut and still felt surprised later? That's this exact thing in action. The second reason is overconfidence in self-awareness. Smart people often pride themselves on understanding people, reading social cues, spotting lies. They think, I'd know if someone was trying to manipulate me. Here's the tricky part. That belief actually makes it easier for manipulation to work. When you're convinced you'd notice a trick, you let your guard down. You're looking for obvious signs, but real manipulation is subtle. A manipulator might make you feel seen and respected. They praise your intelligence. They make you feel understood. Suddenly, everything feels positive, affirming, and safe. You don't even think, wait, is this person manipulating me? It never crosses your mind. The very confidence you have in your perception becomes the cover they hide behind. Think about someone you trusted who surprised you later. Did it feel obvious at the time? Probably not. That's exactly why this works so well. The third reason is how good our brains are at explaining things. Smart minds are amazing at making sense of patterns, connecting dots, and building stories that feel logical. Usually, that's a huge advantage. But manipulators use it against you. When something feels slightly off, a weird comment, a gut feeling, you might not trust that feeling right away. Instead, your brain tries to explain it. I must have misunderstood. They probably didn't mean it like that. There's a reasonable explanation I'm missing. The manipulator creates just enough ambiguity so your brain fills in the gaps for them. You end up convincing yourself everything is fine. Instead of sitting with the uncomfortable feeling, you rationalize it away. You're doing the manipulator's work for them. And that's why you often see red flags only after it's too late. In the moment, your brain is too busy making sense of it all. Think about it like following a map someone else drew. Everything looks clear, organized, and logical, but the map leads somewhere you didn't intend. You're not lost because you're bad at reading. You're lost because the map wasn't yours. Manipulation rarely looks like someone forcing you to do something. It usually looks like a friend giving advice, a leader inspiring you, a partner explaining why their choice makes sense. It feels reasonable, clear, even like freedom. You feel like you're making smart choices, and in a way, you are. You're using your brain perfectly. The problem is the starting point was shaped by someone else. Understanding this isn't about becoming paranoid. It's not about distrusting everyone around you. It's about humility. It's about realizing that no matter how smart we are, everyone has blind spots. Real wisdom isn't thinking, I'm too smart to be fooled. It's knowing we all can be influenced, and awareness is a lifelong practice. Sometimes it's as simple as pausing and asking yourself, could I be missing something? Even when everything seems logical. Recognizing these patterns doesn't make life scarier. It makes it more interesting. And it helps you understand not just other people, but yourself. So the next time you feel sure you're in control, take a second look. Your brain is brilliant, but sometimes brilliance can blind you. Thanks for watching. If this gave you something to think about, like the video and subscribe for more explorations into the fascinating world of human psychology. See you next time.